You realize you don't have to keep your space completely tidy, right? Look, I can respect not wanting roaches in your room, but if you've noticed anything about my house by now, I'm sure you've noticed that we don't exactly keep very tidy. Well, yes, I say we, but I mostly mean myself. After all, my parents are away on business a lot, so I'm left in charge of the house. And I don't know about you, but as long as no roaches get in and no mold starts to grow, I don't really care much about anything else. All I care about is not living in a biohazard or a dumpster. So, if things get a little messy in here, that's fine by me. It'll be just like the rest of the house. Besides, it is your space, so you don't have to keep it tidy for my sake, just so you know. Yes, I came upstairs after pausing my video game because all I wanted to do was nag you about your constant cleaning. No, I have something for you, if that's okay with you. No, it's not something that's going to ruin all of your hard work. At least, I don't think it is. Truth be told, if it can do that, I have no idea how. Here, just open it. What, do you really think I cared enough to rig a box to, I don't know, explode confetti or ketchup or something messy all over your room? I don't think so. Besides, if I did that, it wouldn't be much fun. After all, it's not causing you unbelievable pain, is it? Plus, I don't really like to torture my friends. I'll tease you, sure, but I'm not gonna harm you or anything. Unless, of course, you turn against me and try to kill me or someone else who doesn't deserve it. But by that point, you wouldn't exactly be my friend, you'd be my enemy, so as long as you stay my friend, you've got nothing to fear. Look, long story short, just open the box, dummy. Oh, I suppose I could give you some scissors to help you. After all, they did tape up that box pretty good. I honestly don't know if they expected someone to try to break into the box, but if they did, they sure do know how to perform box security, don't they? Yes, I know, I'm terribly funny. I can tell by the way you're laughing. Here. No, don't try to tear it open. You might rip what's inside. Yes, it is something that can be ripped, so be very careful when cutting through the tape. There you go. Was that so difficult? Alright, fine, I believe you that it was difficult to cut through that thick-ass layer of tape, but other than that, was it so difficult? Well, I suppose you do have a good point. It is hard to cut in a straight line when nothing about you is exactly straight. No, I'm not saying I have much experience with it. After all, my skills as a junior assassin keep me from cutting too jagged, no matter what it is that I'm ripping through. Be it tape or fake flesh from a dummy, I can cut through it just fine. You, however, you need to seriously step up your game if you want to be a professional box assassin, it would seem. Oh, well, aren't you the jokester? Yes, I'm sure my parents spend so much time away because they're terrified of coming home to my awful jokes. You're really smart, aren't you? Look, just open the damn thing, okay? I really want to see your reaction, and I don't know if my video game is going to reset if it's paused for too long. How do I not know? Probably because I don't usually pause it for an hour while someone struggles to cut through tape. Well, what does it look like? Yes, it's a flag. I got it for you a while ago, but it only got delivered today. How very, very inconvenient, wouldn't you say? Well, I'm pretty sure it's the non-binary flag. That's the one that I looked up, and all of the images seem to be the same. They look exactly like that flag. Please don't tell me I got you the wrong flag. After all of this trouble and all of this waiting, please tell me it isn't the wrong flag. Well, thank goodness for that, wouldn't you say? Why did I bother getting you a flag? Well, when we were packing up your stuff and bringing it over, I couldn't help but to notice that you lacked a bit of pride with your belongings, so to speak. Yes, I know, I'm a terrible, terrible comedian. Shut up for a moment, please. Look, I wanted you to feel, I don't know, I suppose a bit more accepted by your new home. And I wanted to make sure that you had something to proudly display who you are. And I wanted you to be able to really feel comfortable with who you are in this household. So, flag. Yeah, I would have gotten you something else, but, I mean, a lot of people seem to enjoy flags, so figured why not? Besides, now you can hang it in your room, wear it like a cape, use it to strangle your enemies. I mean, maybe dance around with it, twirl, like a lovely fairy in some other world, I don't know. Certainly not for murder. Yes, most of the things that I say or do often have some correlation to killing, but we literally learn how to assassinate people in school, so can you blame me? Exactly. So, what do you want to do with it? Hang it up? Alright, well, I brought a hammer and nails so that we can do that. Yeah, I would have brought thumbtacks, but these walls are plaster, so you're not going to be getting a thumbtack in there. Or, if you do, you're God! Congratulations! Alright, now, where do you want to hang it up? Over your bed? Yeah, sure, we can do that. Now, I'll need you to hold the corners while I deal with this, okay? Relax. I'm not going to hit your fingers with the hammer. Surprisingly, I'm actually pretty good at this. Why am I good at this? Well, when you live on your own, if you have to fix something or hang something up, you need to do it yourself. So I've had to learn through trial and error how best to avoid hitting my fingers. After all, an injured assassin isn't very useful, is he? Exactly. So I tried to learn how to properly do this, and now I don't even hit my fingers once. I know, it's quite the skill. I should try to do this for a living, don't you think? Well, you do make a good point. There is quite a bit of money to be made from doing menial tasks like this that nobody wants to do. And that's why everyone says if you can't go to college, you can't do anything really skilled, you should do this. Learn a trade. Something simple, something a lot of people hate doing. Like plumbing or fixing air conditioners. Let's be honest, there are definitely a few students in our class who probably have futures in those careers, don't you think? Yes, you know exactly whom I'm referring to. Yes, of course I'm referring to him. After all, you don't exactly tell the classroom sadist to act as a puppet master to your actions if you have a brain, which he certainly doesn't. But enough with insulting our classmates for now. We can do that when we're not busy trying not to destroy this flag accidentally. Alright, so am I supposed to put the nail through these little ringlets? I don't know if it's going to stay properly like that. Let me see. Oh, yeah. As long as they aren't crooked, it'll stay just fine. Alright, do you want just the top two corners to be hung up like this, or do you want the whole thing nailed down so it doesn't fall? Just the top two corners for now? Alright, if you say so. Now, let's see if it looks... Excellent work. We've completely destroyed it by not hanging it properly. I'm kidding. Obviously it isn't destroyed. The wall is. But, do you care if it's straight? I mean, it's a pride flag. It really shouldn't be straight, technically. Although some people do like them that way, just because it's more neat that way. It looks a bit neater when it's completely aligned with everything else, but what do you think? Do you think it looks good like that? Alright, it's your room, and your flag. Oh, and I did get you something else, but I don't think it's going to come in handy anytime soon. What, am I not allowed to buy a few basic necessities for you? Well, obviously the flag is a necessity. How can you possibly be proud of who you are without one? Or at least something similar. Something with the pride flag colors. But that's beside the point. Yes, it's a necessity, and yes, I got you one more thing. But again, I'm not sure exactly how much use it'll be right now. What is it? Here, follow me. Because it's downstairs, and I don't exactly feel like lugging it up the stairs if you're not going to use it anytime soon. Besides, I think it'll be of more use downstairs since... Well, you'll see in a minute. Just follow me. Yes, I need to show you right now. Otherwise, if you see it on the way out the door towards school tomorrow, we're going to be talking about it the entire way there, and I'd much rather go over assassination plans. Look, just... See? It's a suitcase. That's all it is. And it's downstairs because I feel like you're not going to want to carry it all the way upstairs, fill it, and then carry it all the way back downstairs. Why'd I get this for you? Well, if you decide to move out and get a place of your own, which, I mean, both of us will need to do that eventually, I get the feeling you're not going to want to be carrying everything in cardboard boxes or plastic trash bags, right? Yeah, I got this for you to make moving around easier. I mean, I don't think that... What are you doing? You're touching me. Why are you doing that? Yes, I know what a hug is, but why are you doing that? You realize this is basic human decency, right? Supporting who you are, helping you out when you need it. Yes, I know a lot of people don't have it, and those people are idiots, okay? But the few of us who do have brains also have this human decency. The most basic form of it. Well, actually, I don't even have the most basic form of human decency, because I'm pretty sure that would tell me not to shove mustard and wasabi up people's noses when they piss me off. But I do have this much decency, at least. Which, I guess, is something, right? It's everything. Well, I guess, for someone in your situation, it can seem that way, but I hope that you know that this is the bare minimum of what you deserve after all you've been through. You deserve to feel comfortable in your own new home, and even if you don't exactly see this as your home yet, I do hope that you will someday. For however long you stay here, it really is your home. And I want you to feel safe and comfortable here. And no matter where you go next, I want you to be able to get there more easily. If you decide to leave this place, which, technically speaking, my parents are kind of loaded, so we wouldn't necessarily need to. I really don't think they'll care about 2 extra people splitting bills with them. What do you think? I know, you'd feel bad staying here forever, but hey, I don't, so I'm sure my parents would love having you around to balance me out. After all, if I'm allowed in here as an adult, things are definitely going to get a bit more chaotic, and they'll need someone to try and keep me somewhat sane. And I think that could be you.